Hello and welcome back to Vox Terra. If you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell. You might have heard recently about some extreme weather-related troubles like the water failure systems in Louisiana and Mississippi, and the flooding in Tennessee. Yet the media seems to rarely connect the dots back to what was initially fossil fuel-driven climate change. And those dots are not that difficult to connect. And I will do that for you today. Starting with Louisiana and Mississippi, it's similar to what happened in Texas. The polar vortex is weakened due to the heating of the Arctic, which is disrupting that circulatory pull from cold pole to warm equator, allowing those natural air currents to now become out of whack because that circulatory pull is weakening, and that cold Arctic air, despite the fact the Arctic is hotter, is now able to more easily just slump down, making for more extreme weather in general. Now with Tennessee flooding, it's a similar system as the Earth is overall hotter now. Those hotter air masses retain more moisture, causing rain to either pound down in heavier patterns because that air is just retaining the moisture, or just hold on to the moisture, allowing for prolonged drought. I'm going to cite for you today, starting with the Tennessean, what the Trump administration's, and I know I'm going back to Trump, but I want to show you how this is understood for a while now, what the Trump administration's newest climate change report warns about Tennessee. 2018. Now what they cite in here is the National Climate Assessment, which you may know the Trump administration let out on the day after Thanksgiving, what people believe so it would get less attention. Quoting from the Tennessean, the fourth National Climate Assessment. Here's what it says about Tennessee. Researchers warn an increase in the amount of rainfall and potential flooding could impact Tennessee infrastructure. The report said more heat-related threats could rise, along with mosquito-borne viruses. Yuck. Now here's from the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, going back even earlier about Tennessee. Tennessee's climate is changing. Average annual rainfall is increasing, and a rise in percentage of that rain is falling on the 4 wettest days of the year. In the coming decades, the changing climate is likely to reduce crop yields, threaten some aquatic ecosystems, floods may be more frequent, and droughts may be longer. Annual precipitation in Tennessee has increased approximately 5% since the first half of the 20th century, so it actually is changing. But rising temperatures increase evaporation, which dries the soil and decreases the amount of rain that runs into the rivers. So you can get increased rainfall, but less drinking water. Although rainfall during spring is likely to increase the next 40 to 50 years, the total amount of water running off into rivers or recharging groundwater each year is likely to decline. So, as I just said, you might get heavier rain, but you're going to get less drinking water because of that soil evaporation. Also, it's all likelihood, right? This hotter planet is making rains more likely in the short term, but with deforestation and other factors, things can become dry quicker than we're expecting. As increased evaporation offsets the greater rainfall, droughts are more likely to become severe because periods without rain will be longer and very hot days will be more frequent. And here, flooding is becoming more severe in the southeast. Since 1958, the amount of precipitation falling during heavy rain storms has increased by 27% in the southeast. So again, things have actually changed. It's known about, but yet no one's talking about it. Why? I believe largely because of the power and influence of the fossil fuel industry in our media, and in our politics, and in the Republican Party, and to a lesser extent in the Democratic Party. So I hope you found this video helpful in connecting back these extreme weather events to fossil fuel-driven climate change. And until next time, please subscribe, click that notification bell, comment, like, and peace be with you.